welcome to my live stream. Glad you could make it today. And it's time to get in the last part of Twisted Wonderland's Playful Land event. And I apologise if I sound a bit off today. I came down with a cold. Hopefully I can still make it through doing all these voices, eh? As we find out how on earth our remaining three are gonna rescue everyone. Because I don't know how they're gonna do it, you know? Not that I don't trust them to be able to get things done, but feels like it's going to be a tough one. So reporting in, we're finally down to just 3 Night Raven College students still at large. Everything is proceeding as you requested. I certainly remain aware of the deadline. The remainder will be apprehended in no time. What? You say the repair costs for the park and the puppets are running too high? But that's the trade-off for capturing... Yes, sir, of course. My deepest apologies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can always count on me to deliver, if you'll excuse me. Like I give a flying flip about the stupid repair bills. Remind me again, what was it that drove those bills up? Oh, yes! It was those same Night Raven College brats. That's you guys, in case you weren't listening. Ah, how inconsiderate of me. Must be pretty hard to open your mouths right about now, Oh no! They're turning more into wood. It seems Lilia and Jade have lost the ability to move their mouth. Trey and Jack, too. Yes, they're the first of us to go. We're not far off from joining them, huh? It's creeping me out, Jade being all silent. How are little Shrimpy and Sealy holding up? They got nabbed the same time Jade did, right? I think they're not doing so hot either. I don't want to be a puppet. Only thing I want to be is a great mage at Night Raven College. I wish I was back at school. This again. You people really don't know when to give up. School is utterly useless. Shouldn't this whole situation clue you in on that? We never went to school, but we still pulled one over on you fancy schmancy students. Being good and studying isn't what gets you ahead. Having the power to survive in the real world is. Well, there's a lot you can learn at school. Like what? I'm already successful. It's ridiculous to think there's anything I could learn there. I feel like there is. Uh-oh. Oh, what's this? You can't respond? Pity. You know, Ernesto, you really don't get what school is about. What? If what Kalla was trying to tell you went that far over your head, it speaks volumes about the kind of person you are. School's a hassle, but it's far from pointless. Not that you guys could conceive of that. If you've never been, how are you supposed to know how useful or useless it is? Spitballing. It's funny to listen to. You know what you boys are. Sore losers. Mr. Falworth, I have a situation report. Let's hear it. What? The last 3 students have almost made it to the Playful stage? And you just let them through? Lousy, useless puppets, the lot of you. I take it they've made it here safely, then. I wanted to avoid a direct confrontation, but I guess that ship sailed. The handoff deadline's getting real close. Might as well take care of this myself. They're Night Raven college students, sure, but there's just 3 of them. What's more, it's 3 of the original chumps that filled my invitation. Ernesto Falworth's got this in the bag. Come on, Gino. Ernesto, what are you doing? As I said last time, all he has to do is sit himself behind a door that says employees only, and he wins. Right? Gonna be a great mage. Oop, we've got a battle. Okay, what do we want? Flora water. You'll do. And this team will do. This is it. Ernesto Falworth and Gino should be up ahead. Along with all the guys that got turned into puppets. Man, they're really putting us through the ringer here. What's wrong, guys? Try not to be too scared. Even the best plan won't work out if you psych yourselves out first. Don't worry, it'll be fine. More than fine. It's all gonna go great. There you go again, claiming stuff you can't prove. You just say whatever pops in your head, don't you? Well, whatever. We've come this far. Let's bang out this capture plan. That's better, Ace. Now you've got a much brighter look on your face. Okay, is everyone ready? Yep. Ernesto! We're here! We're here! That's the best you've got. Shouldn't you have a more dramatic introductory line to mark your entry? Oh, hey! Ernesto and Gino are up on stage. I was somewhat expecting them to run away. I'll give them credit for being brave enough to stick around. Finally, the man of the hour. How do you know it was brutal trying to get here? Strange. I could have sworn I sent puppets to fetch you to me. You sure did. Tons of them. We drove them all off. You should have shelled out for a big old horse-drawn carriage to come get us. Hey, Ernesto, Gino, how about you just stop doing this? Change back all the people that got turned into puppets and send us back to Sage's Island. If you do, then we can all be friends again. What? Friends again? I'm floored. Even now, you still see us as friends. Don't you get it? The only thing you guys have ever been to me is a bunch of easy marks. The most gullible group of suckers I've ever seen, in fact. Ouch. I didn't see the harm in humouring Callum and hearing your side of the story first. But judging by your demeanour, you have no intention of doing as he asks. Why should I? Granted, if I leveraged a bit of my authority as park administrator, I could easily dispel Playful Land's magic and turn all the people puppets back into people again. So you'll do it? Thank you so much. Callum? Callum, you little ball of sunshine. I said I could, not that I would. Jeez Louise, you won't even let me finish. Don't they teach you kids common decency in school? Look, I've got my own reasons for this. If you really think you can beat me, you're welcome to go ahead and try. Though... you'll have to make it through this army of puppets first. A bunch of puppets came out of hiding and got in front of Ernesto. Called it. Of course you'd send out a bunch of puppets we can't touch, then sit back and watch from a safe distance while they do your dirty work. You're a total coward. Please, Ace. It's called cunning. That is how you survive in the real world. You should try it sometime. You've already put me through a lot of trouble. The least you could do to make it up to me is put on an entertaining finale. Now, it's showtime.
OK っす。貸し一つっすよ。おい。いた。ほらどうだ。先生。うまくやりますよ。考えたな。いたいた。朝飯前っす。うまい飯にありつけそうっす。
You know, I've just realised that I think I forgot to turn off night mode on my phone before I started this. Just a second, I'm gonna go do that. And everything will be a little less sepia. Right, there we go. Well, this place isn't exactly easy to move around. No, this place isn't exactly easy to maneuver in. Everybody stay sharp. You can't run forever. You'll be joining your puppet friends soon enough. And once we hand you all over, we'll have it made. It's true that we stand no chance against this many puppets. But... Hey, Ernesto! Check this out. What? That's the foxtail I gifted you. What about it? I'm gonna wind up, swing, and... You threw it outside, and it flew so far it went out of sight. I'm guessing you must have used magic for that. Hello, Heike. How you doing? But why? Oh no, this is terrible. I think I lost something. Sorry to trouble you, but could you find it for me? Oh, taking advantage of the fact that he knows that lost property is a higher priority for the puppets, right? I was wondering where you were going with this. Not what I expected at all. Surely you could have come up with a better plea for your life than that. Sorry to ruin your little giggle fit. But are you sure you've got room to gloat? Did Gino just tug on Ernesto's sleeve then? I think he did. What's wrong, Gino? Why so nervous? Hmm? The puppets have stopped. Something strange. It's a special piece of Playful Land memorabilia I got from a really friendly guy, you know. I can't believe I lost something so precious. Hey, you work here, right, Mr. Miss? Could you find my lost item for me? Understood. We'll have it back in no time. You like the original JP names better? Yeah, I think I agree with you. What was it? Fellow honest and... Was it Gidel? Or something like that? I can't remember. Ooh, I remembered! Thanks for the confirmation. Sweet, you guys rule. Thanks a bunch. Wait, what? Okay, hold it right there, puppets. Why are you leaving the theatre? I never said you could do that. We have to find a lost item. How do some kids' orders take precedence over mine? What's going on here? I didn't give any orders. The puppets work for the park. Ensuring a good park experience for visitors matters more to them than your commands. Kalla mentioned how earnest the puppets were about helping out in the park. Even after you showed your true colours, they've been working diligently away. And how could such hard workers ever ignore a visitor in need? What? Hey, puppets! Finding lost items isn't your job. Your job is to beat up these little punks. So quit with the hand-wringing. Shut up and do as I say. But, sir... Oh, poor me. Poor me. That souvenir was so special. My time at Playful Land would be just ruined without it. How awful. We'll go search for it right away. Find it. Find it. Find the visitor's lost item. They're marching out, all of them. Get back here. What kind of suckers fall for such terrible acting? Gino, stop them! Squeaky hammer pummeling time, huh? Yeah. Stop that, you ninny! You know attacking the puppets won't work. No violence. Did he just undo the puppet magicking on Gino there? Yeah, the puppets are still walking out. Wait. Come back! Hello again, Shama. How you doing? The puppets! They've all left! Well, all your puppet shields are gone. What now? Yeah. Another battle. Ooh, all elements. So I guess if I take this riddle and I feel like it should change another one of these. Like this, I think. This looks like it'll work. Well, all your puppet shields are gone. What now? It's time for my secret weapon. Ooh, what's a secret weapon? Your secret weapon? Everyone, stay sharp. Run for it, Gino! Of course! Of course it is! Of course it is! Oh boy! Of course his secret weapon is running away! Oh, that's just too amusing. That's just far too amusing. For reasons. Anyway. Oh, this final part is a joke and you don't know whether to laugh or cry. Oh dear. That surprised me so much. I needed extra processing time. They took off running at full speed. Hey, get back here! Where's your pride, huh? If I had any of that, I wouldn't have spent all that time buttering you twerps up. Yeah, I thought so. I had to go double check. It amuses me so much that his special thing is running away, because given that he's voiced by the same guy as Joseph Joestar, who's also known for doing that. As I recall. Anyway. Oh wait, please! I just want to talk with you guys! The daggers your friends are glaring at us say otherwise. Hard pass. Whoopsie. Guess I let my anger show. We can't let them get away. Let's surround and capture them. Right. Ortho, you head them off in the air. Callum, you get outside and block the theatre door so they can't... Is get supposed to be in that sentence? That doesn't seem to scan right. But hey, you get outside and block the theatre door so they can't escape. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip that word. It doesn't feel right. Good idea. On it. Ace Traveler, something tells me blocking the door wasn't your actual goal there. It was getting Kellen out of the way so that you could punch him, huh? Let me guess. You were trying to get Kalim Alazim away from this area, weren't you? Excuse me. I'll have you know that was a show of consideration toward our kind-hearted Kalim. You gave them a fair shot at talking this out. They're the ones who threw it away. True. I suppose we've given them plenty of chances already. Exactly. So now, it's time to give them a whole boatload of payback. Yeah, but are you allowed to do that, Ace? Or is that going to turn you into a perfect? Ooh, it's actually a fight against fellow. Sorry, Ernesto Fowler. Yeah, he's not a very good mage, is he? Okay, I've had enough to here chasing you around. All our escape routes are blocked off. Squeaky hammer. Stop that, you ninny! Are you trying to hit me with your hammer? It's for them! Magic that's barely worth mentioning? Hammer that can't tell the difference between friend and foe? Actually, is it just me? Or has Gino's hammer only been falling on Ernesto? I think you're right. Joke's on us for taking these two clowns seriously. Let's wrap this circus up. Take this. Yeah. Curses. Doesn't matter how fancy your school is, you're still just snot-nosed brats. So how are you getting the better of us? The answer might actually be friendship, I'm not sure. Easy. Everything we know we learned from that fancy school you keep sneering at. We'd never lose to a couple of guys too cowardly to face us head on. You might as well admit we've won. You could have avoided this whole ordeal if you'd have just listened when we were trying to reason with you. Now turn everyone back into people. Ah. Oh, you got me. Your power has left me awestruck. What? Buttering us up now isn't going to get you off the hook. Oh yes, I'm well aware. We've made a tremendous, horrible mistake. We would never be so shameless as to beg on hands and knees for forgiveness. Okay, something's fishy about this 180. Yeah, he looks pretty beaten up, but if we let him get in close, he could still attack. Hello, Card Gaming. How are you doing? Why, I would never! The battle's already decided, is it not? Even if I did try to run or fight, I'm no match for you scholars. You won fair and square. Goodness, have I ever underestimated you Night Raven College scholars? Now I realise more than ever just how elite you are. How far out of your league I am. Out of our league? You're right about that. You've finally come to accept reality, huh? Oh, yes. I assure you, you drilled that lesson into me quite thoroughly. Your magic was astounding. I could spend my whole life striving for that level of precise power and never reach it. Who's this extraordinary mage? Why, it's Ace! Who could stand in the way of its overflowing talent? No one, that's who. No average Joe would have thought to misdirect the puppets for the lost item, much less been bold enough to try. Yes, I've been thoroughly outplayed. The self-possessed way this freshman carries himself shows incredible promise. And Ortho, your beams were amazing. Where were you hiding that kind of power? You truly represent the future of technology. A plain old guy like me couldn't begin to imagine what makes you tick. You're an internal rage every time fellow opens his mouth. Yeah, I can see that. You must be made with the most cutting-edge technology these prestigious scholars could have come up with. Does the name Ortho secretly mean future? Sounds like our dictionaries need updating, not to mention the whole world. He's really laying it on thick. Good grief. You're a literal miracle, one containing infinite possibilities, simply incredible. Oh, gosh, everything you're saying is indeed factually correct, but it's still so embarrassing to hear out loud. Yeah, huh. Wait. Hold up. What am I getting all giddy for? I can't let this guy's flattery go to my head. Oh, yes, of course. We can't stand around chatting all night. I'll turn all the puppets back. I'll show you to where they're being held. Yeah, I do love the fact that Cerberus is basically just called Spot. Which is a very appropriate dog name. Ortho is off of Orthrus, right? I assume. Not that I know what that one means. I don't trust fellow nearly as far as I could throw him. And I could throw him a reasonable way. Have I ever taken a voice acting gig? No. I'm kind of interested in it, but... I've never really properly looked into doing it. Oh, yeah, so... Wait, is it just Ortho? I thought it was... Orthrus, right? Looking at Wikipedia. Yeah, you're right. Two dog heads and a snake tail. Is the snake tail actually a snake tail, or is it a snake head on a tail? I don't know. Anyway, getting distracted. Actually, maybe the Wikipedia page does say what it means. No, I'm not getting an etymology on that one. There's probably one somewhere. But I'm not going to get into that right now. Let's get back to I don't trust Ernesto nearly as far as I can throw him. And once again, I could probably throw him at the very least technically his own height. Get him with the judo hip throw. Land him on his back. He wouldn't know what had happened. I'll turn all the puppets back. Come, I'll show you to where they're being held. Please do. We've been so worried about them. Let's go, Ace. Huh? Oh, right. Good call. What's this? Your outfits are rather dirty now that I'm looking. Would you care to change? What? I don't know that there'd be much point. You trust Ernesto as much as you trust politicians with your future? Yeah! Yeah, that feels accurate. I'm fine as I am. Let's just get to the others. Oh no! This won't do at all! You're about to come to your friend's rescue! In their eyes, you'll be the heroes who saved them from peril. Great big shining stars! Looking all raggedy is hardly fitting. You'd ruin the touching moment. Wouldn't you agree, Gino? There, you see. Gino thinks so as well. Stars deserve only the finest of costumes. Here. Come on, take it easy. Life is fun. Okay. That's a unique magic if I've ever seen one written down. Now that you mention it, I could go for a change of clothes. Yeah, we should save everyone in style. Of course! Take your time! And if you'd like, I'd be happy to look after the items in your pockets while you get changed. Are you trying to steal their magical pens, Ernesto? That'd be great, thanks. I've got a packet of tissues, some mints. Oh yeah, I'd forgotten I'd left this in my pocket. No! Not the tickets! Not the tickets! Not the tickets! Without the ticket, you're not a proper guest! Oh no! Here's my Playful Land ticket. Great. I'll take good care of everything. Okay, we'll go change and be right back. Callum, please save us. Well, there goes Otho. Huh? I'm losing strength. Otho! Please stay with me. Is this what I think it is? But how? Terms and conditions on the ticket, I believe. What happened, Otho? Collapsing out of nowhere like that? Oh no! And that wood growing out of your face. Why are you turning into a puppet? I don't know. I haven't done anything bad. You stupid little twerps! You sealed your own fate the very instant you handed me these. Our Playful Land tickets? Those are the tickets we gave you, but one's been torn up. I warned you when you first entered Playful Land. Your validated tickets are proof that you're a legitimate park visitor, remember? And if you're not a legitimate park visitor, then you have been bad, yes. Proof, then if anything happens to them... You're no longer permitted to be here. In other words, you're unauthorized visitors. And that, young scholars, is quite the misdeed, wouldn't you say? Ace, quick! Get your ticket back! I'm on it. I think not. Oh, there it goes. Callum, you're gonna have to save us. Yep. Crud! What after we got so far? And then there was one. Only one left. We're relying on you, Callum. Hey guys. I've been blocking the door from the outside and no one ever tried to come through. So I thought I'd check up on things here. And while I was out there, I couldn't help looking up at the sky. The view of the stars is breathtaking. It's so different over the water. Yeah, it would be different because you're all the way away from all the city lights. All the lights in the park are also off, so that view of the stars has got to be great. Honestly, it's such a shame we're fighting when we could be feasting on good food and admiring the stars together instead. Guys? At least they can still talk and warn Callum not to do the same thing. Callum, we've got bigger problems. Ace! And Ortho's turned into a puppet too! Or what did I miss? Ernesto got us. He stole our tickets and tore them up. That meant we lost our right to be here, so we got turned into puppets. Stole? Please! You handed me those tickets completely voluntarily. I still can't believe I did that. How could I have been so careless? You handed them over yourselves? You should know to keep hold of your valuables at all times. Maybe I should have bought you guys some handbags. That way you could have kept them somewhere safe. I hate being so casually talked down to, but I also can't argue. Actually, the more I think about what happened, the less sense it makes. Somehow I got all carried away and excited and didn't stop to question the finer details. But then I let Ernesto talk me into just handing my ticket over like it was no big deal. You learn to fear my signature spell now. Signature spell? Is that why they did what you told them to? I knew it. Mind control magic. Slightly more like an... I was going to say emotional control, but no, it's sort of kind of a fogging sort of effect, right? I don't know. But how is Ernesto able to cast such powerful magic with his minuscule reserves? It's because it's a very slight tweak, I think, Arthur. No, that doesn't matter right now. Callum's in danger of falling for it too. Are you ready, Callum? Because you're going to hand me your ticket, just like they did. That seems like a lot of magic there, actually.
Come on, to the theater!
I think it was welcome to the theatre, Heike, that he just said. Callum, run!
Life is fun.
Life is fun, it's still the same. Yeah! Wait, what if it doesn't affect Callum because he's always a sunny, happy boy? Is that a thing? Huh? Is there anything different about me? I feel pretty much the same as usual, and I've still got my ticket. Huh? There's no change? Is Ernesto's VA the same as Dio? No! Joseph Joestar. Not Dio. I think. Unless I've got it completely wrong, but I think it's Joseph Joestar and not Dio. Yeah. Yeah, Joseph Joestar, or as I know him slightly better, Kivat Bat the Third from Kamen Rider Kiva. Or Nightmare from Hot no Kuni no Alice. See the pathetic looks on those scholars' faces, Gino. Relax, kids. That was a jape. Just a bit of humor on my part. You think my magic controls people's minds? It's nothing so grand. In fact, I resent being held to the same standard as you arrogant mages, with your reliance on magical might. My signature spell, Life is Fun, does one single simple thing. It makes people a smidgen more optimistic. Yeah, so no wonder it did absolutely nothing to our Sunshine Boy. A smidgen more optimistic? What kind of vague measurement is a smidgen? And I'd appreciate more elaboration on the term optimistic as well. I don't know. Do spells really have to be explained in such granular detail? I mean, the best way I can describe my signature spell, Oasis Maker, is that it makes really good water and a lot of it. That is quite accurate. That's just because your signature spell is really straightforward though, Callum. Really? I could analyze the water's composition and calculate the max volume based on magic consumption and water generation rates. I guess, but I don't sweat the small stuff like that. Still, researching it with you sounds like it could be fun. Let's do that sometime. Is this conversation really necessary? Oh, sorry. I just get so curious about things that can't be quantified. Anyway, I get what Ernesto's talking about. That signature spell is the reason why I've been in such oddly high spirits since yesterday, huh? Her signature spell is the reason I've been in such oddly high spirits since yesterday, huh? That's right. You were ready to do tons of things you wouldn't normally do, all without a second thought, right? But, as you boys so gleefully pointed out, my magical prowess is quite lacking. I mean, it doesn't work on just anyone. For example, I can't exactly put someone in a good mood when they've seen their friends fall before their very eyes. I can't force someone to do something they're genuinely opposed to against their will. All I can do is give them a little nudge. Just enough to make them go, hey, why not? If someone's wary of me, simply talking to them one-on-one won't make that wariness go away. The best I can do is hope they've got friends who are less guarded. There's plenty of other restrictions too. Sounds like a real hassle to use with all these limitations and drawbacks. Ah, but that's the fun part. You elite scholars might laugh at my piddly little spell. But that's where the great Ernesto Falwood's conversational skills shine. In other words, he boosts the effectiveness of his magic by the power of his own charisma. Once I use my silver tongue to make the suggestion sound like fun, then use my magic to help with that last little nudge. Everybody goes astray. It's actually hilarious how easy it is. And since it's not remotely powerful, I can use it as much as I like. It barely accumulates any blot at all. Even the weakest spells can shine when you know how to use them just right. True. Take you two, for example. You didn't even know I'd used magic until I told you I had, did you? For sure. I didn't notice at all. You're seriously amazing, Ernesto. Yeah, I hate to admit it, but it's true. Considering your spell was too weak to be detected, I figured you were barely a threat. For me, the spell is detectable by the fact that the text goes in the middle of the box. We had the advantage over you when it came to magical power and technomantic energy. But we still lost to your finesse. Well, how's it feel getting one-upped by the very guy you were sneering down at before? I'm out of clever comebacks. Now then, your group is down to one person still able to move. An airheaded little rich boy. Conversely, there are two of us, not to mention our highly dependable hostages. Something tells me you're not going to win this round as handily. He's gonna use us as shields so Callum can't attack that dirty coward. You've got a pretty poor memory for a scholar. I've corrected you before on this, I'm just playing it smart. Plus, in my infinite brilliance, I just had an even better idea. Say, Callum. Would you like to be our friend? Huh? You want to be friends? Does that mean you want to make up with us? Not quite. I'm suggesting you ditch these Nightraven College kids and join the winning side instead. What? You want me to abandon them? Exactly. You shone more brightly than anyone else in today's show. You've got the profile and physique of a natural-born superstar. You worked with us in Playful Land, you'd be a hit in no time. And the sweetest icing on the cake is your incredible wealth. There's nothing more dependable than that. As long as you have money, every problem in the world can be solved. To name one, just as an example, the proprietor of this park expects me to hand over all the Nightraven College students. But if you pay me a tidy sum, I'm sure I can talk them into letting you go. Alright, how high's the sum for letting them all go? 'Cause I think Callum can pay it. What do you say? It's not a bad deal, right? It's not bad? That's right. Come on, just ditch all these puppet saps. We'll keep suckering bad kids and live it up here in Playful Land doing whatever we want. You'll feel silly for ever seriously studying things at school. If you join us, you can say goodbye to that boring school life forever. Yeah, but Ernesto, the problem with that is that Callum's school life is fun. Come on, Callum, what do you say? Ernesto, do you really think you can talk Callum into abandoning Jamil? Ace, Ortho. Never told anyone this before, but... Callum? The truth is, I'm really bad at studying. You know we know, right? What a time to fess up. And here I thought those fancy schools only let in bona fide Poindexters. Even when I try to buckle down and study, I always get tempted by something more fun. Beautiful songs, flashy dancing, good food. There are so many temptations in the world. I've got so many things I'd love to be doing besides studying. Silly me. Yes, exactly. Nobody wants to study, right? What could be more tedious? You should be a star instead. But even if there wasn't dancing, singing, and food to tempt me, I would never view school in a negative light. I'm bad at studying and I don't like doing it, but I know it's necessary. Besides, school isn't just about studying. It's a place for sharing laughter and surprises, a place where lifelong friendships are formed. You know, I know I joked about it earlier on in this, but is Callum really about to solve this with the power of friendship? Because that would be a very Callum thing to do. If I hadn't enrolled at Night Raven College, I never would have met Ace or Ortho. These guys are like precious baby brothers to me. I can't imagine life without them. Plus, there's the guys in Scarabia, my classmates, my clubmates, and so many more people who've become near and dear to me. Studying might be rough sometimes, but when I think about all the friends I've made, I can't help but feel like there's nowhere I'd rather be but Night Raven College. Please! Platitudes make me want to puke. All of you skipped school and came here without permission. You're all lousy students. Let's be real. Deep down, you all hate school. You can't fool me. Yeah, I will say, card giving, I don't think I talk to any of my school friends anymore. Quit with the excuses and just admit it! You're right that skipping school was a bad thing to do. Jamil tried to stop me, but I ignored his warnings. I owe him the biggest apology when I get back. Yeah, you do, Callum. Poor Jamil. Poor Jamil, really? I can't imagine what Jamil's feeling right now. I know I have obligations, but I still want to do fun stuff. Every day's filled with temptations for me. So sometimes it's hard to tell what's right and what's wrong. But I definitely know that abandoning friends is a bad thing. Ernesto, you want to know what I say? I say that there's no way I'm ever abandoning my friends to save myself. I had a feeling that would be his response. Yeah, you and me both, Ace. I mean, he's such a softie, he wouldn't even abandon a trash-talking freshman like me. Yeah, Callum, you really put him on blast. Oh, really? Thanks. Also, what's on blast mean? Aw, Callum. Oop, we have another fight. Way to take the wind out of my sails. I was really hoping I could get your last hope to betray you, teaching you a tough lesson about the real world. But this kid's too much of a good egg. It's actually a letdown. Guess rich preppy kids can afford to be wholesome. Never underestimate Kalim Al-Azim. No matter what anyone says, he'll defy all logic and find a way to not only sprout impractical platitudes, but mean them. Half the fun of school is having atypical individuals like him around. I'm so glad I got to join the Night Raven College student body. Haven't we had enough fighting, Ernesto? Your signature spell makes people feel more positive, right? That's amazing! Why use something so wonderful for such awful things? It's a waste of perfectly good magic. Why, you ask? Why else? Money. I turn spoiled rich kids like you into puppets and hand them over in exchange for piles of cold, hard cash. Well, card gaming Kalim is kind of based on the Sultan from Aladdin, so yeah, probably this world's equivalent of Arab, yes. Money? Well, if a little thing like that is all this is about, I can totally fix it. Yep. Whoa, Callum! Don't rub Ernesto's nose in it! Huh? Did I say something wrong? If that was unintentional on your part, you just landed a serious blow. Of course you don't get it! Why would you? Spoiled little rich brat who's never wanted for anything in your life. You wouldn't know what it's like for those of us who can't go to school and grow up dirt poor. Yeah, you're right, Gino. Let's teach this fancy schmancy schoolboy a lesson. Callum.
このフェローオネストの腕前も
僕にかじりつくなんて。
Ooh. Sorry, Ernesto, I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just trying to see how great your magic was. Oh, what a kind-hearted scholar you are. That's what I can't stand about you. Well, careful. Wait a minute. Is he trying to tear up Callum's ticket? Yeah. I don't think Callum can take much more strain. Callum, you don't have to defend us. Just give Ernesto what for. Beat him up and teach him a lesson. Wouldn't that get Callum turned? You say that, but I can't just ignore you guys. Why do I use my magic for bad things? Why do I care so much about making money? That's what I want to know.
わかった。
Oh?
情けねえ面すんな。見下しやがって。
おねぼう。
まんまと引っ掛けたぜ。話にならねえ。出直してこい。
The winner here will be me. Now. Callum! Gino, hold him in place! No, stop! Let me go! Talk about giving me extra work. Excuse me, sir. I'm gonna need to check your pocket. Ah, there it is. There's no mistaking this shiny, sparkling Playful Land ticket. Once I tear this up, you'll be joining the rest of your friends in Puppet Purgatory. Which means I win. Uh-oh. Can't move. I lost. Sorry, guys. You see that, Gino? I did it! I've turned all the Night Raven College students into puppets. Phew. That was rough. No, Callum was our last hope. Seriously? We're actually going out like this? You know, I've done my fair share of complaining about school being a dreary, boring place. How was I supposed to know we'd never get to go back? If I'd have known this would happen, I would have listened to the house warden. Likewise, I just became a student, yet here I am, getting turned into a puppet and dragging Vil down with me. Will we really never make it back? Idia, I'm sorry. Ernesto, if it's money you're after, I'll pay as much as you want. Just please let everyone go. Can't you see how sorry we are? Let us go back to school, I'm begging you. It's too late for that now. Gotta watch it. Shouting makes my injuries flare up. Ooh. Ring, 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 ring. Really? Now, of all times. This employer couldn't take a hint to save his life. And I'll take it. If I don't, I'll get the 3rd degree later. You keep an eye on these guys. Gino, save us, please? Yes. It's still hurting all over. But at least I won. I beat a whole group of students from a prestigious arcane academy. I dealt those elite jerks a solid loss, and all without ever having gone to school myself. I beat them. But what was it for? Why did I turn down an offer of money? The thing I value the most. Hello, yes, this is Ernesto Falworth speaking. Your timing is impeccable. I just captured the last of the Night Raven College students. What? But, sir, I worked as quickly as I... What? The park puppets? You're invoicing us for their repairs? That wasn't the deal. Why should we have to foot that bill? Okay, this is a little much. If I may, sir, Gino and I have been doing the absolute best we could under the circumstances. You can't just... You glob of gutter trash! Where do you get off? Ow. Gino, oh, don't worry about me. I just got a little worked up. So, I told that jerk I captured all the Night Raven College students, right? And you know what he said? He said he expected us to get it done sooner. And not only that, he's deducting the cost of the repairs to the puppets and the park from our reward. These guys are from Night Raven College. For a bunch of kids, they're still mages armed with powerful magic. Just winning against them is a huge deal. But do I get a single compliment? No, just a guy calling us useless, societal dregs, and even worse stuff. Is going to school really the be-all end-all? Is your life over when you fall off the elite path? If only I'd just had the chance. If only I could have gone to school. But I didn't. And look how I turned out. I've led a merry life, never letting myself get tied down by anything. So why is it? School's a place where you can compete with others, learn what you're capable of, and push yourself to be better than before. Though even that's a learning experience. To me, that's enough to prove that school serves an important purpose. But at the same time, there's only so much one... but at the same time, there is much one can only learn at Night Raven College. And that's thanks to attending school with so many others. Had I not, there are things I might never have experienced. An individual's value doesn't rely solely on their magical capabilities or lack thereof. Same. I actually do think school's valuable. School's a hassle, but it's far from pointless. Not that you guys could conceive of that. Why, though? It's so fun. All kinds of cool stuff happens at school. After all, I gotta study at school to be a great mage. All they've done in life is study. Why is it? Easy. Everything we know we learned from that fancy school you keep sneering at. We'd never lose to a couple of guys too cowardly to face us head on. Half the fun of school is having atypical individuals like him around. I'm so glad I got to join the Night Raven School... Nope, try that again. I'm so glad I got to join the Night Raven College student body. Why is it? Even if there wasn't dancing, singing, and food to tempt me, I would never view school in a negative light. I'm bad at studying, and I don't like doing it, but I know it's necessary. Besides, school isn't just about studying. It's a place for sharing laughter and surprises, a place where lifelong friendships are formed. Why is it that they seem so much freer and merrier than either of us? Why is it that they seem so much freer and merrier than either of us? What, Gino? Excuse me, I am not jealous. Of course I'm sure. Come on, you dunderhead, pay more attention. Yeah, those were good times, all right. They weren't easy times, that's for sure. But at least our lives had direction, you know. Remember the time I passed you off as a puppet to try and make some money? We nearly put one over on those greedy fools. Oh, yeah, that was masterful. Okay, I admit it. You were right. I've been so jealous of students, it's been burning me up. The fountain of knowledge, huh? How nice it would have been if we'd had some wonderful school where we could have studied to our heart's content. At first, I let that envy fuel more productive efforts at making money. But at some point, it turned into a personal grudge. I let those emotions get the better of me, and look at me now, dancing to the tune of one of the rich folks I hate so much. It's beyond pathetic. I bring shame to the name Ernesto Falworth. Bonk. Bonk the Ernesto. Ow! What's wrong with you, you ninny? Why are you swinging your mallet at me? Huh? Excuse me? Well, colour me surprised. You're the last guy I expected to hear that suggestion from. You know what? You're right. Where's the fun in things otherwise? I can't believe I needed a wake-up call from you, of all people. Clearly, I've got a long ways still to go. Was Gino's suggestion, let all of the Night Raven College students go so that you can screw over the rich guy who's pulling your strings? Is that it? Because that sounds like a good suggestion to me. The power of friendship has succeeded. Well, guys, thanks for everything. Even if I get sent to work at the bottom of the ocean, and Callum goes to the North Pole, and Ace goes to work in a scorching desert, I'll never lose my data of the wonderful times we shared together. Is that supposed to make us feel better? Because I only feel scared. Honestly, no way are any of us getting sent to anywhere extreme like that. You really think so? Was I too worried? Yes, Ernesto was clearly treating us as special. If I were to take a guess, we'd get showcased all over the world as puppets with no strings or puppets with magic. We'd be treated as a spectacle, and after the years take their toll, we'd get tossed in an incinerator to keep us quiet. And you thought what I was saying was scary? Your scenario is way worse and contains far too much detail. Don't worry, guys, it'll be okay. I'll find a way to save us. Okay, how? Good question. For starters, I could invite Ernesto to a party where we eat good food and talk things out with each other. You already tried that, Callum. We've been through this. Oh, Ernesto and Gino are back. Are you here to ship us off now? Here you are. Whoa, what was that? So bright. Huh? I can move. And the bits of me that turn to wood are back to normal. We're not puppets anymore, we're human again! Human again. Wrong movie. Why did you change us back? You wouldn't simply set us free for nothing. What's your angle? Ortho. Huh? Ace. Yes? And Callan. What's up? After bearing witness to your bravery, honesty, and kindness, I, Ernesto Falwith, am deeply moved. As such, please allow us to join your wonderful group. Huh? Really? Wow, you finally understand that we just want to be friends. No, he just thinks he's gonna have a better life with you guys than the life he currently has, Callum. No. No, it isn't. He's just turning around and deciding to join us is clearly a catch. You already spent ample time mocking us. What's your plan now? This is beyond suspicious. Why would I stand here and let you hoodwink us again when I could just fry you with my beam right now? Whoa, whoa, slow down! I can understand your resentment, considering how handily you lost to us. But hear me out. I'm done being the Playful Land manager. In fact, I'm ready to wash my hands of this entire park. Oh yeah? Good on you. What brought on this change of heart? Long story short, I got tired of taking the boss's guff. Get a load of this. Gino said we should just ditch that loser already. He's one bad boy, isn't he? What comes next now that you're done with this place? Will you try to start a career with those acting skills of yours? Next? Good question. What is it I want to do now? Well, it's pretty clear what I have to do. You don't have to explain yourself. After how much you've fooled us already, why would we start believing you now? True. This is our chance. I say it's royal beatdown time. Whoa, hey, come on guys, don't do that. I had a feeling you wouldn't listen, but I can hardly blame you for your skepticism. If you refuse to believe my words, then have a look over there. Still feeling a little heavy. My legs are stiff as boards. Kalla, Grim! And behind them. I feel like my shoulders and back are never going to stop cracking. Oh, what an ordeal. I couldn't avenge my honor on my own and I have to crawl back like this. Pathetic. Oh, how wonderful it is to be able to speak freely again. I could talk forever. Boy, is it great to be back to normal. I was seriously afraid we were going to be stuck like that forever. Let's not do that again. Being stuck in the same position for so long has been terrible for my blood flow. I'll need a massage to head off any swelling. Going to an epic theme park and getting turned into a puppet was a disaster. But on the other hand, it was pretty rare as far as experiences go. Depending on how you look at it, a life where you never have to worry about moving yourself could have actually been pretty chill. Man, talk about boring. Not being able to cut loose was seriously eating me up. Everyone's back to normal. Ooh, twist tune time, huh? Guys! Oh, look, he's crying with happiness. I missed you all so much. I'm glad you're okay. Thanks for coming to our rescue, guys. It took you long enough to rescue us. I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, I was just a rigid wooden puppet. I seriously thought it was over for me. It must have been so scary for you two. Don't worry, you're okay now. See, if I wasn't actually going to quit being Playful Land's manager, it would make no sense for me to release all these dangerous individuals, you three included. Dangerous individuals? Really? Ernesto came over to our cage a short while ago and released us from the spell. I inquired as to his reason for freeing us, and his answer was rather surprising. Yeah? Yes, that's precisely what I was getting to. How could any compassionate person condone this heinous, atrocious, horrific arc? Wouldn't you agree, Gino? Says the guy who was helping to run that heinous, atrocious, horrific park until a scant few seconds ago. To prevent any more tragic puppet transformations and punish the greedy evildoers who threaten world peace. Not to mention express my immense gratitude to my former employers. I'm gonna tear the whole park down and ensure it never opens its doors again. You're gonna what now? Are you sure that's advisable? Positive. I just dispelled the park's magic. If you still don't believe me, Gino and I are happy to put on a demonstration. Help me scrap the park and I'll change the ship's heading to Sage's Island. Let's be real, Playful Land's a big place. We're not going to tear it apart with just the two of us. So, what do you say? Are you in? You're talking like Jesse and James from Team Rocket. Yeah! Don't look to us for guidance. Can't you think for yourselves? You guys did the most work today. You can make the call. No promises that I'll play along, though. You three decide. Well, I'm waiting. Just to be clear, I don't trust you at all. We'll work with you, but only until the moment we reach land. Good call. Mutual cooperation seems to be the most sensible solution if we want to get back to Sage's Island. I guess we've got a truce. Great! I've wanted to be friends with you and Gino this whole time. I'm glad you extended the offer. We're buddies now, and we're all in this together. He's definitely hugging Ernesto right now. Yes, that's great. Could you please stop slapping me on the back now? Oh, he was doing the back slaps rather than hugging him. Could be doing both. Anyway, I appreciate this. We couldn't ask for better backup than you scholars. And now then, hard to starboard. I've got one last job to do as manager. Is everyone ready? Time to raise the curtains on Playful Land's final show. It's showtime! Tear up the park. We could all swim, could we? Probably, it's probably a long way. It's probably a long way. Take this! Ultra Grim Attack! Nicely executed, Grim. Stupid Playful Land, trying to turn me into some dumb puppet. I ain't done breaking you by a long shot. This wall's gonna go too. Hey, I see some light off in the distance over the water. It's that. It's Sage's Island. You're right. This is really happening, Kalla. We're going back to Night Raven. But considering we'll have to face the teachers and my house warden, maybe we shouldn't celebrate too much. Yeah, this is great news! Uh-oh. Did someone accidentally put a hole in the engine? Or just the bottom of the hull? I feel like that was unnecessary to say the bottom of the hull when the hull is the bottom anyway. That explosion. Was that the pool hall? It's not just that. There are explosions going off at the Brawling Bungalow, the Ferris wheel, and all sorts of other places. Oh dear, we've set off a chain reaction. Oh, sweet! The floor's cracking! It certainly is. Is the ship sinking? Wait, isn't that bad? The trios are just like, yes, the ship is sinking! Oh, crud, it can't sink now! We're still way far from land! Oh dear, we might have gone a wee bit overboard on the demolition. How are you so chill about this? Wait, does this ship have lifeboats and stuff? Oh, that'd make sense. This is a huge ship meant to carry a lot of people. They'd have to be equipped for a worst case scenario, right? Keita? I don't think this ship needs very many lifeboats, given that most of the people on it tend to be wood by the end of the day. And wood floats. Please, do you actually think Playful Land has any safety measures in place for its guests? Well, clearly not, given that Grim was able to get on that roller coaster. Not when you put it that way. And why aren't you more concerned? We're taking on so much water, our shoes are getting soaked. Oh dear. It is straight up basically entirely sunk then. Why? Because I have all of you here. Your smart little scholars, right? Put those educated noggins to use and whip up a solution real quick, would you? Light magic? Talk about passing the buck. Oh, I can't think of a single spell that would move this giant ship. What do we do? Oh, I know! We can all swim for it! Oh, I second that motion. I veto it. Leona doesn't like getting wet. Got it. We're too far out from the shore for anyone but Floyd and Jade to make it there safely. Well, that's when we find something that works as a flotation aid, put everyone else on it, attach some ropes to it, and have Floyd and Jade pull us to shore. Which isn't going to work because it's Floyd and Jade. Or if it does work, we'll end up owing them a hell of a lot. Come on, guys. No need to panic. I've got this. Don't worry. Just wait here. Yeah, Ortho can push this boat to shore. He's got powerful jets. Wait, Ortho, you can't just fly off like that. Where are you going? Did Ortho really just escape on his own? The cowardice. Nonsense. He's not you, you know. Looks like Ortho dove into the water. Okay, wind directions fine. Headings set. Engine rev to full. High speed flutter kick mode engaged. Full speed ahead. Yeah, this is child's play for Ortho's boosters. It's like having an extra motor. Whoa! The ship's speed just ramped way up. What in the world? It's never gone this fast before. We're getting closer to land by the second. Ortho must be doing this. And now we'll definitely reach Sage's Island before we sink. We're saved. We actually made it to Sage's Island. Ortho, you propelled the ship, right? Thanks for that. You're a lifesaver. Seriously, thank you, Ortho. You're very welcome. We're lucky the ship held together long enough to reach land. Yeah, that would be the one issue, wouldn't it? It's belching smoke from a dozen places, and it's half sunk at this point. Boy, now that I'm looking at it from shore, we sure did a number on it. I was kind of iffy about tearing it down at first, but it turned out to be really fun. I got super into it by the end. Wait. Don't tell me. Ernesto Falwith, you didn't use your signature spell on us, did you? Who could say, really? What do you think? Listen to that, Smarm. It's only gonna get worse from here, you know. Huh? What do you mean? Grown-ups can't excuse this kind of thing just by going, I felt like quitting, so I literally burned my bridges. Come to think of it, pretty sure no one can, grown-up or not. If someone tore up my turf, I'd for sure tear into them, guaranteed. Indeed. And I seem to recall a braggadocious speech about how powerful the Playful Land proprietor is. You're going to be a wanted man, Ernesto. Wait, he is? Is he going to be okay? Please. The great Ernesto Falworth wouldn't have overlooked something so basic. We've made it through our fair share of hazards so far. We wouldn't be stupid enough to get ourselves caught. You say that, but I'm still worried about you. I know. What if you came to Night Raven College? You'd have food and a place to sleep and plenty of friendly company. And you know what? You've got that amazing signature spell. If the head mage found out about it, who knows? He could be all like, you positively must enroll in our school. My, an invitation to Night Raven College. That sounds nice. Life would be a lot more peaceful if I could go to a prestigious school. And it would give me a reputation boost. I don't want to go to the same school as this guy. But I must respectfully decline. I mean, let's be real. The rest of the student body is going to be a bunch of bad eggs like you guys, right? Yep. It would be unbearable having to suffer that many fools day in and day out. I wouldn't go there even if you begged me. Somehow him turning down the offer is even more rage-inducing. I've got no interest in attending some stuffy, stuck-up school. Instead, what you gonna do, Mr. Falworth? Instead, I think I'm going to build a better school. The kind I'd want to go to. Huh? You want to build a school? That's right. One that welcomes minor majors like me and non-majors like Gino. A magnificent educational institution that teaches students things with practical, real-world value. You sure know how to think big. As if you don't. You're fearless enough to go to an arcane academy when you can't even use magic. Why, thank you for the compliment. From where I'm standing, Kalla, you're dreaming just as big and doing some incredibly bold things. By accident. I really need to go shake the head mage and make him actually do what he's supposed to be doing. That you need to know how to read. Yeah, I'm not sure you can teach people without that, right? How interesting. I like that idea. But I trust you're aware it won't be an easy goal to accomplish. Oh, absolutely. Right now, I've got nowhere to go and nary a soul sent to my name. Oh, how low the great Ernesto Falworth has fallen. There's bound to be hardships ahead, and I strongly doubt anyone will hop on board with my ridiculous dream. What'll you do now, Gino? Will you stick with me anyway? Yep, very stuck. Lots of sticking by the looks of it. Okay, calm down. Talk about overjoyed at nothing. You really are the ninniest of ninnies. Hey, so... You know how you don't just call things good with us, right? Sorry, you know you don't get to just call things good with us, right? I, for one, am not about to let either of you off the hook. Yeah. No, me neither. You've got to pay for what you've done. Can't agree. He's about to forgive and forget all the fun you had at my expense. You'd better come quietly. Whoa! Careful there! I wouldn't want to overstay our welcome. We'd best see ourselves out. Special skill, run away! Hey, get back here, don't you run away! Wait, are you actually going to take off on the Playful Land ship? It's barely seaworthy. Sure am. That After all the work I've put into it, I'm gonna sail this thing into the seafloor. Ah, you're leaving so soon? Hey, Ernesto, when you do get your school built, let me know, okay? Oh, will you come visit? No, I'll make a big donation. You're an insufferable twerp to the very last. Good guys are the worst. No thanks, Callum. I'm not that desperate. We'll manage. We always have. Exactly, Gino. As long as I'm around, there's nothing to be afraid of. After all, I'm the star of the dropout world. The guy whose wits were a match even for Smarty Pants Night Raven students. Shut up, you scam artist! Well, time for us to go. Oh, I like how it's got an extra background for when it's all broken up. That's cool. Who knows? Maybe if we're lucky, we'll see each other again. On that shining stage called life. Yeah, maybe we will see each other again. Maybe next year. Because I'm pulling for your card, Ernesto. There it goes, sailing up into the distance. Off into the sunrise, I guess. The end. And we don't get to see any of our boys get shouted at, sadly. I wanted to see what happened to them when they finally got back. Right. Let's pick up our Floyd.
Hey, ここが遊園地？いいじゃん。よくわかんねえアトラクション多くてテンション上がってきたわ。
Alright. And we are done with this event. I just need to wrap up the last tasks on the that need to be done, but that's not a stream situation. So, thank you very much for watching. It's been fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, that's linked below. The streaming schedule for this channel is found both over there on social media and over here on YouTube in the community tab. And the next scheduled stream this week is tomorrow, 2 PM, for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, as we continue with the Turnabout Samurai case. So, hope to see you then, or another time. Once again, thank you very much for coming. And this is Kalla signing out. See ya! Bye bye!